Let's do that. Doing a medallion early on is actually pretty good. Pretty good for us. And vitality. We'll get this. The rope dart's a good weapon. Nothing here. I gotta learn to just ignore the blue doors because they're story doors, and we've already done the story parts for this region. And this soundtrack is groovy. I could funk out to this. We are in level 15 heat. Or I guess awakening by the game's own parlance. So this will be a slightly harder run, but not that much harder. Let's see, can we check our... I wonder if there's a way we can check our conditions in the menu. Probably not. Alright, trinkets. Try re-rolling. There we go. I do semi-aggressively try to roll for damage boosts early on in the run. Because if you get a good amount of them, they can carry you for the rest of the run. Really, the secret to doing like damageless runs in this, I've noticed, is just to kill the enemy before they damage you. Like, speedy kills is the way you avoid taking damage. And that's hardly unique to this game, admittedly. But it's one of those things where, like, oh yeah, if the enemy is dead, they can't hurt you. No talking to her. No need to. Oh, whoops. Potion popper. The Academy, which could be worthwhile. Is there anything in the... Oh, the Aqueduct is way better. Yeah, the Aqueduct is way better. Rewards. Actually, that gold medallion might actually worth it. We'll see. Might do the library again. Arrows are nice. What's down here to actually finish out exploring this place? I'm definitely feeling the extra difficulty, and mostly in the protective auras being the thing that's doing me in. But we're still not in a bad spot. Oh! Yeah, we'll do the daggers. We'll do the daggers. It's fine. Grand Academy. And we will probably consume the fountain immediately this time because we are at a low enough health and we have a missing potion that is actually worth just consuming immediately. We're not leaving healing on the table by saving it by eating it now, so we're just gonna eat it now. Always go down first. More daggers. We will see what medallions I get in the run, and that will determine whether I get that plague spreader. If I get like one corrupted medallion, that might be worth buying. Dog shit. There we go. Got there. All right. That changed my mind. We are not doing the plague bearer. From what I can gather, we are probably going to be very solidly using the chain dagger again. Woo! Chakram and grappling. Chakram. The game wants us to use the chain dagger. And really, who am I to tell the game no? See if we can invest some damage and a damage upgrade. Probably not 2, because it's only a silver tier, not a gold tier. Maybe a damage upgrade be worth investing in, depending on how this how the rest of this run goes. The rest of this region goes, I should say. More items. That ain't worth it. There we go. It's a story door, I don't need it. So far, so smooth. Ooh. Blueprint room. Alright, that's the, probably the exit. This is a new layout. No difficulties yet. Okay. Smooth sailing so far. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad at all. Ooh, medallion pack. That's good. Something to spend our souls on when we get to the when we get back to the Oasis. We're at a good level of health. We're at the second half of this room. We are not going to fight Batar this time. Instead... I'm sorry, we're not going to fight Barud this time. Ooh, should be our full health after this. We are at completely full health. Wait. Maybe we should invest in one weapon upgrade. Just one, though. We don't want to invest too heavily in a weapon that we will replace in the end anyway. Let's see if these are anything worth buying. No. They do not. And now we do have the outer ramparts to choose, but we can also go now down the public baths. Good thing we have to go here, because that medallion slot is invaluable. And here is Altan. Altan, is that you? You've certainly changed. So no guy failed to kill you, Prince. You must be here to take back your precious bodily bathwaters. My precious... What? Finding a cure was too important to be left to the shamans. No guy realized it was too late. But they mean to sap our precious bodily essence with their corrupt magic. So no guy charged me with finding a cure so that he may regain control. You found a cure to the corruption? Yes. Water. Pure. Fresh. Clean water is the only way to fight off their dark sorcery. Uh-huh. Doesn't even be helping that much from the looks of it. Do not try to trick me, Prince. You will come to take back the precious waters you lost the superior Hun essence. The thing lost here, Altan, is your mind. There's only one way to save our bodies from corruption. Total liquefaction. This is a pretty simple fight, all things considered. Done. I was going to find a cure. I'm sorry, Altan, but you gave me no choice. From water I come, and so to water I return. So, this is my first time actually playing the game as intended out of early access. When I played originally, Altan was always a valid option in Zone 2. But looks like because he's part of the final riddles, like the final story beat, now you don't get him until after you've saved Mother. Because saving your father was not part of the final of the early access build. They added that story beat in when they moved to 1.0. So he was always a part of the game as far as I was playing, but you don't unlock him like in the proper version of events until you're on the quest to save your father. But now that we've killed him, we can go to the port of Sifoon and proceed. So even before I unlocked the quest to kill Dad, I already had, or to save Dad, I already had Altan in my like Rolodex. The port before the invasion, you could buy and sell anything here, but the real treasures were like stories. Sailors and merchants brought epic adventures and fantastic rumors from all corners of the world. That water isn't looking too good. We'll invest our soulless cinders here. It's a good moment. I usually wait till I get around 200 before I invest. Any less is not usually worth it, in my opinion. Gold sword may be worth it later. We will see. It depends on what we find. You'll notice those tentacles that are attacking me before. With Altan dead, they are no longer attacking me. Because he was the one who they came from. Which I am only realizing now, having played the game to completion, because Altan was unlocked before this point in the early access run. So I didn't connect Altan in my head with the tentacles in this region. These poor souls. Why didn't they just let these people go? So I am just now realizing that you're supposed to unlock Altan as part of this quest, which would imply the connection between him and the tentacles. The connection doesn't exist if in the early access version because this port wasn't built out yet when they added Altan to the game. It's very interesting how that plays out. Like how people playing Hades 2 now are playing a fundamentally different story than I played. Because they had to rewrite a lot of it. Because their ending kind of sucks, and honestly still kind of sucks. Even when they change it to make it fit better, it's still a pretty shitty ending. It just kind of shows you why Supergiant hasn't done sequels before. Maybe they still shouldn't. Maybe they still shouldn't do sequels. Gold tier daggers. 100% worth it. We are going to forget that that sword ever existed in that merchant shop. It is not fucking worth it. We can't leave yet. We have more to explore here. Because this is our objective. Oh, we gotta go down. Why can't I go here? Okay. Weird UI hiccup. That's fine. Remember that weapons have special attacks too. On top of their normals. This water looks clean enough. A little too late to make a difference in the port, but it'll start washing away some of the corruption. That's worth it. I don't need throwing distance. Still not finished here yet. Well, if we get the Plague Bear at some point, we will switch to that because we will be able to get our 2 corrupted medallions. Ah, that's better. Tentacles are gone. But if Alton's corruption reached this far by water, how far has it spread outside the city? Has all of Persia come to this poison? Go away, hun, or I'll show how we deal with horse milk guzzlers in Persia. Babek, it's me. Is that the prince? What happened to you? Your eyes. Some hun in an antler hat was messing with my lighthouse. Sent on a one-way trip out the window, but must have done something to the flame because everything's been dark since I looked into the lantern. Glad to hear you're alive, Prince. Nasty rumor went around you'd been captured or killed. I nearly was, thanks to my own foolishness. But I am okay, as are Shaheen and Mother. And your father, Perot, still fighting the good fight? No one has had neither sight nor sound of him since the attack. So I saw him, I was in the palace, and Perot sent me to the port to prepare the ships to evacuate the city. When I left, the engineers were barricading the hallways and boarding up the windows. They had doom in their eyes. There's a hall in the palace where blood is pooled outside a mural. I think there's a room there, but I have no idea how to get inside. You don't know where I could find a glass lens, do you, Babek? A lens, you say? Something of the sailors were storing crates in the for the palace in one of the dry docks near the old Roman ship. Thank you, Babek. Fortune with you, Prince. It's about time for my nap anyways. Alright, so we now know the link between the waters and Alton. And now we know that there is an old Roman galley that might contain glassware. Now, as you can see, the flame here is corrupted, which is why Babek is now blind. Batar poisoned the lantern somehow. Thankfully, there is a galleon with that looks Roman in design. Just gotta get there first. If Father did build some kind of secret room in the palace, what does it say if he hid the key in Mother's old ship? I guess it's the last place she'd look. The glass lens. Just like before with the lever, we have to carry this with us to the finale. So that we can unlock the secret room with it. Down here? Nope. Whoopsie. Alright, so we've explored everywhere. I don't see an upgrade person. See if the fountain is still working. Forgot if I drank from... Oh, I did not! Alright. Our blunder has been salvaged. Now the question is... this is worth buying. You have enough money. If we get the Plague Bearer in the third region, we will switch to that, or the next region we'll just switch to that. Now... Looks like we do the Craftsman's District for the health upgrade. I also like that area more than I like the gardens, so that works for me just fine. But I care about health more than I care about cells. Or, soul cinders. And then we will fight... probably Kali again, because she's really easy to kill. But we'll see. Oh, it's a Farah mission, fuck. Well, let's see how we do. Thankfully, this one's gonna be pretty easy. Oh, fuck! Got it! Just barely. Awesome medallion. Got our health back. Okay, so we're good. The unfortunate thing is I don't think we'll be able to get to that fountain in this region anymore, so just have to work what we got. What does this 6 mean? Gain every health point. Okay, so that's a damage boost. I am missing having a sub-weapon, admittedly. I would rather have a sub-weapon right now, truth be told, but... this is workable. We'll see if we find anything worth upgrading to. Depending on what weapons we see in this region, we either switch to them or just keep the daggers. Ooh, let's reroll one more time. Callie's Scythe, actually. We will go with this. Callie's Scythe is really good, especially against bosses who don't tend to change up which direction they're facing very frequently. Useless. Spreads red. Not useful. Damn. The Callie's Scythe crits actually are quite significant. If we had more damage, this would be even better, but we'll take what we can get. Should have enough to fully upgrade it once we, Ooh, what is... No! Sensor sucks shit. Sensor sucks shit. We will not buy the sensor. Inner ramparts for Batar. I don't want to fight Batar. I think the warehouse is down here. Alright, so let's go back to our weapon vendor. Our weapon upgrade merchant. And get this scythe up to max level. Perfect. Now we're ready to think to end. Probably... Well, at least finish this run, and then... After that, we'll probably finish the campaign. I did not like this door. Scorch marks, burnt wood, and metal. The work of Father's automatons if I didn't know any better. But they wouldn't attack the gates without Batar. To capture Kali or to help? Medallion slot's nice. We'll save that fountain for after this fight's over. I like the structure of this game. I think I agree. I think it's a very interesting way of handling this like. Not only do you have a bunch of options on where you want to go for each area, each section of the map, but it's also like you're doing the roguelike thing of all of these, like you're doing this campaign to get to the final boss, and that is happening. But you're also in between runs, like trying to fill out this story map, trying to like complete mini objectives that you can make progress in, even if you're not actually beating the game and getting to the end of the game like I am. You can still say, oh, this run wasn't a failure. I made progress on this story beat. Or, oh, this one wasn't a failure because now I have this new clue that'll help me with my next run and my next story beat. Even if you don't actually win, like beat the final boss of the run, you can still say, "Oh man, I made progress." But also, you're right as well in that like you get to choose which regions you go through and not what order, but like what reward you want to seek. And also, as you point out, I have skipped the actual final zone basically every run because I don't need the upgrades from the final zone. Yeah, like that's exactly like what. Imagine if in Hades, like you get to like the final region, you get to like Asphodel at the end of Hades 2, if you go down the Kronos route and just say, I want to skip this region, my build is locked in and solid. That's what's kind of happening here at the end. Like, and I do like, I think Dead Cells might do something similar. I don't remember. I think they do something somewhat similar, but not the exact same. That's what I need right now. First, Batar and Baru try to break in here. Now you. Not General Alton? Alton's a pig and a fool. He cares nothing but his belly. It's not what he said. He's under orders from your father to find a cure for the corruption. A cure? Stupid father. Doesn't understand his own power. But how do you know this, Prince? Well, You've thrown your lot in with no guy. And here I was going to ask you to be my king. You've all lost your minds. You're no different than Alton. Oh no, Prince. Let me show you how different I am. This will be the damageless run. Oh, bullshit. But you can see how, it wouldn't be too hard to no-hit her. If I was being a little less reckless. Consume this fountain. We're probably going to skip the finale again. Or the final region again. Because once again, this build is kind of locked in and solid. Generally, I find if you can get to the finale, your build is usually good enough to just clear the game at that point. Because the boss is not that hard. Alright. Put the lens in. And now it's time to finish our objective. A hidden room. Don't like this. This engineer, it looks like he managed to shut the hidden door. Peace and valor, engineer. This is where Father is. Father? Father, wake up! Mother and Shaheen are safe. They're waiting for us at the oasis. He's dead, Jim. Father? He's holding a letter. To my son and heir. Knowing you as I do, I suspect you'll be the first to find me. My engineers fought bravely to buy time for our people to escape. They did not hold for long. Honor them when the time is right. Please tell your mother, my darling Ferial, I love her with all my heart. Not have been half the leader I was without her. Tell my little Shaheen that I love him too and that he is clever and witty and will make great discoveries for the kingdom. My thoughts are with you all. I never imagined leaving this world without you all by my side. As for you, my son, ever since the day you were born and that masked stranger told me of the powers of your bola, it was clear you would lead our people and our kingdom to great heights. How we clashed and fought as fathers often do with their children. The only regret is that I did not speak to you about it sooner. Did not want to disturb the wisdom I saw you gain. Fading as I am now, seeing you become the man you are today has left an imprint on my heart that I shall take with me from this life. So go forth, my son, king of Persia, and do what I could not. From evil, may you find good. Remember, for the rest of your life, I love you. Proudly and with love, your father. The fog is rising. Father is dead. Our father is dead. I kind of like that. Like you, like you save your brother and you save your mother. They tee you up with the idea of like, oh, you'll save your father, but then by the time you reach him, if your father's already long gone, he died before the run even started, so there's no bringing him back. So now we get to defeat Nogai and then give the news to our brother and mother. Mother! What is it? You fear me now that you've seen the power we yield? We have taken your kingdom, your city, your palace. All I must do is be rid of this magic and the age of the Huns will begin. Nogai. You killed my father. Prepare to die. That's a Princess Bride reference. From Magic the Gathering. Not too hard. Yeah, this ain't too hard. I mean, Magic the Gathering is basically Fortnite these days, where it is consuming everything. Oh yeah, let's all go home. Yes, we've been through this. But there is there are Princess Bride crossover cards now. They do exist. They are real. You can Scryfall search for the Dread Pirate Roberts. Alright, let's wrap this up. This fight's way easier than Nogai is, so... Oh, damn. Didn't get the cut in. So far, so good. Everything's smooth. This fight is not hard at all. This fight is super easy. And that was with 15 heat. Or I guess Awakening. So we're going to get some skill points as a result of that. Another stone, another mysterious riddle. Lamo. Yes, Lamo, Pachi's father. No, I am Lamo. You're Lamo? Wait, how is that possible? Pachi said you were dead. Sure. Nothing. Oh, we unlocked Ezio da Firenze as a potential skin for our prince. That's funny. Rayman is a skin, yes. Yes, I forgot. Also, Sam Fisher. Let me show you the Rayman skin. Yeah, it's not what you want. It's not what you want, but it is like it is a Rayman. You also get Sam Fisher with and without the goggles. Also, if you have the goggles on, it's night vision. Look at how the color changes of the room. Also, Ezio with and without the hood. You get the fucking eagle sound. Brother, you're back. Did you find father? Tell us, my boy. Where is he? Where will he be here soon? Please, my son, what happened to your father? Prince, are you all right? I found him. Peros, the king, father, is dead. What? No, that's... Are you sure, my boy? Paras. He died right after the invasion, I'm sorry, but I can't save him from here. What will you do now, King of Persia? No, I am no king until every Hun is driven from our home. There's only one thing left to do. Avenge my father and kill Nogai. I want to rest until that barbarian brute is crushed beneath Persian boots. No, we're all very upset about how you had to think about the corruption, too. Shaheen's right. Even if we defeat Nogai, we can't rebuild the whole city is covered in muck. As it stands, Nogai is the only general who truly understands its power and may be able to stop it. Altan and Barud would be no help. Kali is gone mad, and Matar is unable to control himself. What are you saying? We asked Nogai for help? He killed the king of Persia, my husband! Father working on something in his laboratory before he died. Shaheen, could you take a look at it, at what it is? Maybe Sukra could make it. Perhaps we all should head to the palace. Yes, we'll meet at the palace. I'll need your help for the final fight with Nogai. I'll be right behind you, my boy, every step of the way. We won't let Nogai win, brother. Not now, not ever. I won't rest until Nogai and every general and every warrior is dead. Whatever you need, my son, I will provide it. Meet you in the palace then, Prince. Thank you all. I wouldn't have been able to do this without you. So Unity is why they made the RPG pivot? Didn't Syndicate do well afterwards, though? I thought Syndicate did okay. Because, like, Unity's problem was that, Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, these are all critical hits. Procs. Oh, that's real nice. Yeah, I think you are right in that, to some degree it was inevitable that Assassin's Creed became the way it is. We have enough time for one more run. It just happens that one more run will be our last run if we win. Having Plague Bearer and at least 2 corrupted weapons Dines equipped. Yeah, that would make sense because of the release cadence that series has always gone through. We'll play as Ezio in the finale. Ah, okay. That's unfortunate. We don't have enough. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have enough conditions to really make this worthwhile, so we'll reset our heat. And when we have more heat conditions to play with, we'll consider activating some of them.